Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you this cute little fan-topped gift bag. As you can see, it has a little fan at the top. It's really cute. Sadly this paper is retiring, which is sad because it is really nice, and I think it just adds that sort of expensive look to a gift, I suspect, but I'm sure in the new catalogue we're going to have just as many beautiful papers to play with, so I'm just sort of trying to come up with different ideas and things that you can use with the new products. So I've gone with this. Obviously I've used Baby Bear, which will be fantastic to be able to stamp with our Stamparatus. It is really easy to do, and it is a triple stamp, so basically you, as I will show you shortly, you stamp 3 different images, layering them on top of each other, which gives this beautiful 3D effect. So I'm going to show you how to make it. Now you will notice that I'm using different DSP here to what's on my blog photos and the ones that I'm putting on Pinterest, etc. Complete technical error this morning, or should I say human error. I actually foolishly uploaded the wrong video to my blog post and deleted my original from my from a file, so I completely lost all of my video, so I'm having to redo it very quickly this morning to be able to bring it out to you. So I'm very foolish, so it's human error, not technical error, but I think just to blame technical errors sounds better. So I'm going to show you how to make it. It's dead quick, and I'm actually having to use my blog post here for the measurements as well, because I didn't actually write them down. What a day I'm having. I'm glad it's the sun's shining, and I'm glad it's Saturday. That's all I can say. So, simple sheet of 12 by 12 DSP, with your pattern running the way you want your bag to run. So obviously I wanted my patterns to run top to bottom, likewise with this one. So that's the way my paper's lying, and you're simply going to score at 3 inches, 5 inches, 8 inches and 10, and in centimetres that is 8, 13, 21 and 26. We're going to rotate it so that the bottom of your bag is to the left here, and then we're going to score at 2 inches, which is 5 centimetres. And then from this end we're going to score every ½ an inch for 9 score lines, and that actually takes us down to 7.5, and that's 1.5 centimetres. So if you start from the top end and work your way down 1.5 centimetres or ½ an inch all the way down until you reach 7.5, or as centimetres may be, you've scored 9 times, and that is your fan top. And that's that bit done. I can get rid of my tablet now because I don't actually need it for the rest. So then we just do the good old scoring and burnishing, folding and burnishing of our score lines. So if we do the vertical ones first, because we don't need to do all these ones at the top just yet. So vertical ones are done, the base is done, and then the bottom of your top, bottom of the top, where you've got the last score line here, you're going to fold it inwards. Okay, let's rotate it back around the right way, and we're going to cut away this bottom square here, and then we're going to cut up these bottom flap, because these are obviously for our base, and then we're going to spin it round so that we've got the scored lines at the top. Turn it that way you can see in the light. So what we basically need is, as you know, we've cut these bits here, so this bit is our tab to seal our bag together. So we need to get rid of this top one, but we also need to get rid of the next one and the middle one. So you're keeping the 2 biggest panels. So we cut away these 2 here, and you just need to cut them down and cut across with a straight line. So obviously you could use your trimmer if you wanted to, and then down the middle one. And the reason we didn't, as you would see, fold and burnish is because we'd then be folding and burnishing a heck of a lot, and it's also harder to cut a straight line when it's concertinaed, so it's easy to do it this way. I'm then going to tuck this first one under out of the way, just so as I can cut this. I was going to say nice and straight, and then it went wonky, so let's not say that. Okay, so you've got 2 top pieces, 4 bottom pieces, and your flaps, which sounds awful. So we're going to adhere your side panel here. And yes, I am still using fuse. I counted my refills and I think I've still got 7. So I think I'm going to be going for a while. So, sealed that one up there. While I've got my box this way, I'm going to drop these 2 pieces on the inside and this one down so that my front is there and I can just adhere the base. So just make sure your box hasn't lost its shape whilst you've been folding and stuff. And then what you need to do with this one is, let me fold that out of the way, and yes, I should have done this before. This is what happens when you're rushing. So we need to fold these like a concertina. Now, you should have done this before you adhered it. I forgot because I need to get this video done and I'm worrying that I'm going to run out of time. But it's very simple. You just fold, literally fold 1 in, 1 out, 1 in, 1 out, and just keep going till you're at the top. If, like me, you've followed my video exactly, just give it a real good squeeze. Let's reinforce those score lines. And then you've got this funny looking bag. And so what you need to do now, before we do any more, is grab our thread, our ribbon. So I'm using the gold edged metallic ribbon. Get a nice length of it. And then I'm going to lay it on my grid paper and then put this on the top, because once you've folded your concertina you want to be able to tie it up. Push the centre pieces in to create that nice, you might need to want to smooth these in to pinch your box together at the top, and then once you've done that it will close a bit easier. But make sure you've got the front of your box, so my seam's here at the back. This one with the edge is going to be over to the back, so this goes over the top of that one. Excuse me while a noisy car goes past, it's too hot to close my windows today. And then these just sort of fall into place, and if they don't, just give them a little kind of push and then give them a squeeze to make sure they're all tightly together. Give the edges a little squeeze if you've got bits overlapping, and you've got your concertina shape there. So once that's all in place and you're happy with it, let's try again. Okay, that's better. So now my ribbon is in the prime position to be tied up. So, whoops, it's going to want to be one of those days, isn't it? Come on, stop playing a game. Right, let's tie this up. So just a simple bow. That's all you need. Oh my goodness, this is not playing, is it, today? I have made 3 of these so far. Each one has not done this. So it's just typical that today I want to get this done and it's playing up. Right, let's just tie this up. And you just really need to keep a finger on that centre bit to stop it from popping like mine did. And then obviously give it a good, nice tight pull. And then, as you know, I turn my box round, so my seam's here, this is the back. I'm just going to create my bow. Which hopefully will not be like the rest of the project. Yes, it's going to. Okay, we'll get there. Don't panic. Remain calm. Take a deep breath. I've got a cup of tea just over here, and I think I'm seriously going to have a quick slurp of it so that it just seems to get me through the rest of this video. Okay, so I've slid my bow down slightly because I don't want it sitting on the top, because it doesn't look right. I just found that it was sitting in between the fan pieces and it just looked a little bit of a mess. My ribbon's twisted there, but I'm not messing with this anymore. Right, so my bow's sat nicely. Make sure this is as central as you can get it, because then you want to very gently tease the fans up towards the centre. And you can see I'm just gently using my fingers on the edges and just pushing them up towards the centre. And there is your fan. Really simple and effective, and I just think it's lovely. It just makes it look different. I guess you could, if you had thin enough paper, this is quite thick, but I guess if you had some thin enough, you could maybe look at doing a complete arch maybe, I don't know. But anyway, so there's my box, so I'm going to quickly decorate it up. So I've got some vanilla, very vanilla cardstock and my baby bear. And you will, I'm sure, be aware that Baby Bear, as I said, is a triple stamp. My block is disgusting, I do apologise. And they have numbers on them. So Baby Bear here has number 1. You can see that just there. So that's the first one that we're going to do. And we're going to use the lightest colour for me, which is Sahara Sand. Now, I do apologise. For some reason, my Sahara Sand is extremely foamy and bubbly. But I'm not going to clean it up because I'm hopefully going to get some new ink pads very soon. So I'm not too concerned. And plus, once I've got my layers on, it's actually hidden anyway. So I've just given that a clean because I need my block again. So that one can go away. Next up is number 2. So that's number 2. Let's put Sahara Sand away. And now I'm going with Crumb Cake. And yes, I am using very traditional browns on this one. So ink up my Crumb Cake and line him up as best I can without getting my head in the frame. So that's the second one, and he's already coming to life. Oops. Put that one away. And then number 3 will go with Soft Suede. Oops. And just ink him up and layer him on too. Now, when I am doing this, I kind of look at 3 places: the bottom of the paws, his belly, dare I say, and then his ears here. That's usually where I try and line them up. Just try and get them into some order. And then I'm simply going to fussy cut him out, but obviously to save time, here's one I already did. So I'm bringing in my bag, turn my bear over, and I'm popping some dimensionals. Now, because that ribbon runs down the centre, I just want to pop the dimensionals on the sides so that it will sit either side of the ribbon. So that's those done. Take the backs off. I think I need something else to eat. I've already had my breakfast and yet my tummy feels like it's going to rumble any second. And I am so pleased today. I have the house to myself. Everybody is out all day. It's fabulous. And do you know what? Normally on a Saturday I do my housework. Not today. Today I am crafting with peace and quiet and just completely enjoying every moment of not having a house full of people. Isn't that fabulous? Okay, so there's my bear stuck on, as I said, not on my ribbon. And then the last thing I want to put is my little sentiment, which I did heat emboss. So I've got my sentiment on my block. I've got some vanilla, some gold foil sheet. So I've got my embossing buddy, my Versamark, and I'm actually going to pop that on that corner so it'll make it easier for me to cut down to size. So gold embossing powder. We all know how to do heat embossing, although I didn't. I learnt from videos and watching people and thinking that looks really easy and it looks really effective. It scared me a little bit though, because I just didn't know how to do it, but as soon as I started I actually love it. And I wouldn't say I use it a lot, but I do like to use it. I think it's great, especially because they're so pretty, the golds and silvers. I just love them. So like I said, gold heat embossing powder that I'm just heating up here. Done. It's a very quick job, that one. And then I just need to trim that down. Now I would normally, as I've said, use my trimmer and a post-it note, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be naughty today and just do it by eye with scissors. And then simply run a bit of snail across the back. Pop it onto, I'm going to go this way, pop it onto my gold foil sheet, and then again, just being a bit naughty, I'm just going to cut it out. And then simply dimensionals on the back and stuck onto your teddy bear. And that's it. And like I said, I think I love to give gifts for newborns, because when your children are grown up, you just don't get a chance until you become a grandparent, obviously, and I don't fancy that just yet. So I just like the idea of being able to buy stuff for other people. But I'm just a generous thought, I guess. Okay, so here we have our beautiful fan boxes, fan-topped boxes, and as you can see, they're a decent size. You could get some booties or a little bib, or a little toy or something in there. But yeah, I think they're really cute. And if you wanted to, you could colour coordinate them for a boy or a girl or whatever. But I just think they're really cute, and I hope you like them, and I hope you find it easy enough to follow. Hope you guys all have a great day. I know I'm going to. See you soon. Bye.